Okay, here we go. So a little quick update on my raid here. They are constantly dishing out free champions. We just got a free champion. Like not like maybe a week after the alien came out. And they're dishing out another free champion. Are they trying to get their player base back? There's more fusion. It's like I can't keep doing two accounts. So I've been wanting to stop playing this account, and now they have a new place here, which I'm not even gonna try to put up my deck for this. I don't really have anyone on this account. So yeah, so I'm just gonna try to get some easy wins here. But yeah, this is getting ridiculous to play multiple accounts. Now, it's so hard to finish your daily with one account because this place here, the energy, I don't know what you call these orbs or whatever, they regenerate every day. And it's a lot that you need to go through. Yeah. It's a lot of them. So, yeah, I get it. They want people to play the game. I totally get it. Which is fine. But I don't have time for it. And I haven't got anybody new for my clan boss team on this account. Or the other account here. But yeah, no one knew. I haven't gone through my artifacts to look through them. The last time Wixwell came, I spent over 180 ancient shards and couldn't get them. I didn't have that many sacred shards to pull for him. I think I had maybe about 7 or 8 that I spent because they really nerfed the clan boss loot. And this thing used to tell me the average that I used to get. It doesn't give me the stats anymore on what I would receive per day or per month. Here it is. So look at this. Last month, I got 4 sacred shards. And it was worse than that the month before. And I think the month before that, I only got 1 sacred shard. I've been getting a crap load of the ancient shards, a little bit more of the void shards, which is fine. But the sacred shards has been crazy low. Not to mention books too. It's just anyway. I mentioned it to the clan, and I said, "Did they secretly nerf this stuff?" Because look at the books that I was getting. It's not that many. Not that many books. They really nerfed this. So I don't know, man. I think it's time to just abandon ship and just stop playing this game. I mean, I play it not as much as I used to. Oops. Oh well. Anyway, let's go back to game here. Let's check out what's on my wish list and anything for sale. I kind of want to play this game. The game sounds so interesting. I had this game on my wish list for so long. It's $6. I should buy it. Elden Ring 2. I really don't like the game that has like no objective. You just kind of like roam. I think that's why I didn't get Hell Is Us. I get it. They want people to read, to remember the conversation you have with the NPCs to earn clues for certain locations. But that's I don't want to. I don't want to play games like that. That's why I kind of held off on Elden Rings. This game was off for like 30%, and I was like, that's still not enough. This game was off for 30% as well. This one was off for 20%. I was like, no, I'm not. I am not paying more than $30. Actually, $20. 25, yeah, I'll pay. More than that, no, I won't pay for it. And I have some games here. I was thinking about playing this game, and I was like, when it came out, I was like, yeah. No. Wait. Thrones of Liberty came out? Anyway. I have a lot of games in my wish list here. This thing was on sale for 30%, and I was like, nope, needs to be lower. Thinking about maybe 15, 20 bucks at most if I pay for this pass. This is the game that I really want to play. I love Disciple games. And here, I'm like really phasing out of JRPG because they're not evolving enough for me. It's the same. It's kind of hard to explain what I mean. It's kind of like the same stuff all the time. And this game looks really good. I can't wait for it to come out, really. But it's gonna be a long time. I'm kind of excited about this game too. But anyway, Ace Combat as well. I was thinking about getting the flight stick, but anyway, here we go. Outer Worlds 2. So, a while ago, this video popped up on YouTube, and I clicked on it. It was about it was about, well, the NBA, Ron James, Kevin Durant, Steve Nash having a conversation, and they took a shot at Michael Jordan. And I was like, I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I was like, seriously, they gonna take a stab at the man just like that. But anyway, and ever since then, I've been getting videos of stuff like that, and then there was a leak, private talks with him and Durant again. Talking about Larry Bird. And I was like, okay. I quit playing NBA 2K years ago. I think 2019 was the last one I bought. I got
You picked the very hard difficulty?
tired. Nope, not Scarlet. Alice, right? Alice is a melee. Sky. So anyway, they're talking about, who's the GOAT, who's the GOAT. And I'm like, I lived through both and seen it. With my opinion, LeBron doesn't even make top 10 for me. I mean, first of all, I didn't like it that before he even played a single game, Sports Illustrated had him on the cover of being the chosen one, right? And I'm over there going, how are you going to be called the chosen one and you haven't played a single NBA game? Really? So you don't have to prove anything now, right? You can just come in the league, automatic MVP, right? I mean, it makes no sense to me. But whatever. I'm just a simple guy watching basketball. What do I know, right? What do I know? Is that it? That was just me, for me to get in there? What the hell does this do? I can't hack it anyway. But anyway, yeah, I don't think LeBron is good at all either. And then I really stopped watching him when he tried to, proclaim himself the king. I watched the NBA until Kobe announced he was going to retire. And that was when I slowly stopped watching the NBA because, yeah, I like watching Curry. I like watching the Golden State. Seeing that team stay with one organization, and they built it up, and they won championship. From building up, they're trying to take it. They're trying to make it like Michael Jordan, what Michael did. They built that team. They struggled through the pain, through the injury, never left. But anyway, as far as me trying to watch Kobe and stuff, the only thing I've seen LeBron do is giving up on plays. I call him the king of flops. Every time I see somebody with his jersey, a Lakers hat with his jersey on, I was like, oh, you're the fan of the king of flops. And of course they get pissed at me. You know what, LeBron? Yeah, I know. Yeah. LeBron play. I ask LeBron fans this all the time. Why do you think he played basketball? Is it for the love of the game? Is it for the championship? Because he said it himself. He doesn't play for the rings. It's just a basketball game, man. At the end of the day, it's just basketball. So what do you think he's playing basketball for? It's clearly for the money. Very clearly for the money. Is it for the love of the fans? No, because I've seen him get people ejected because he doesn't like what they say to him. There's been a whole bunch of videos about kids yelling at him to stop flopping. It's just like, I admit he is the greatest of all time in flops and giving up on plays. Yeah, he's the king of that. But yeah, and for him to talk about people that paved the way, that created the league to make it big. Yeah. Those people that he's trying to mock, those are Hall of Famers. You know, it's just I couldn't believe it. I was like, yeah, this is why I stopped watching, because I knew I was gonna see more and more of it. And the recent video that I woke up to today was people were talking about how LeBron is getting away with a whole bunch of shit, like grabbing the referee. He didn't just grab the referee once. I mean, he was yelling at the referee, you know, grabbed him, couldn't get him to turn around. He spun him around, grabbed him the second time, spun him around. The referee turned away, and then for the third time, he grabbed the referee to face him while he was still yelling at him. And I was like, you know, from someone who watched basketball like in the 90s when Jordan played, if you did anything remotely to start yelling at a referee, they're gonna warn you. You turn around right now, or I'm gonna call it a technical. There's a video on refs doing that in the 90s. But why is LeBron getting special treatment? This is what I don't understand. What does he have on the league? He must have some dirt on the league, man, you know, to be able to get away with that. I mean, you're not supposed to touch the referee whatsoever. Yeah, if you're playing basketball and something happens, you accidentally run into them, that's fine. But you know, you can't be yelling at the referee and then start grabbing them and not get any calls, no technicals, no nothing. It's what I don't understand. How did the league become this soft? I don't know, because I stopped watching. So is it because of LeBron? Because if it is for LeBron, he is not worth it. You know, playing this long in the league is just plain insanity to me. You're way past 40 years old. You're not playing at MVP caliber anymore. So why the hell is he getting max deal? Give that spot to somebody else. Retired. Leave the game. He is not playing for the love of the game. So why freaking stay? Just leave. I mean, look, when he was younger, when I watched him before Kobe passed away, God bless his soul, Kobe had the fire like MJ. You know, that mentality that if you get on this court with me, you're going to play to win. That kind of mentality. There's no, you know, acting of flopping.
That tremendous
nothing.
statue is of matriarch Alexandra Varen, founder of the...
Interesting facts, man. Appreciate that. Why is it so hard to tell which way to go? I'm supposed to go here. Okay. Yeah, but when I watched him do a lot of offensive charge and never get called for it. I mean, this guy he lowers his shoulder and tackle the defender. And then when the defender stumbles, he jumped towards them to try to get a foul after fouling them first. Not only that, when he gets, you know, caught out of place, somebody's about to dunk on him, he'll push him. Somebody's trying to do a layup in front of him, he'll push him. How can an NBA player get away with that crap? I'm surprised no one has been really hurt playing with him. But then again, I stopped watching. Because to me, you know, Kobe was the closest thing to Michael Jordan. If you ever seen Michael play, you saw the intensity of every single game. It doesn't matter if it's a preseason game, a regular game, he bring it every single night. I stopped watching because they changed the rules of the game. How am I supposed to get there? What the hell? Maybe I'm supposed to go in here. Then go around.
Yeah.
This way? Did I not do that while I was here? I don't remember having to do this before. Okay, how the hell do I get there? It's on a different floor. It's on this floor. Okay, that's where I came up the elevator, coming in here. So I have to go this way then? Probably, okay. Okay, go back. Nope. But yeah, it was like, you know, yeah, I hear them trying to justify why the rules changed. They want to see more skill set of the player, which is fine, you know. I didn't stop watching it. Okay, I'm completely lost now.
Oh, I didn't expect us to wander into the scene of a murder, but somehow I'm not entirely surprised. Anomalous events have a way of spreading, multiplying. We should find a way inside. There might be clues to what happened, and where Anais's research is now. They should have been sealed in that room to focus on their studies uninterrupted. No one in or out. I'd suspect the missing anchorite knows something at least. We should ask her. Might be some signs in there of where she went. The terminal at Winter's Grasp said Anais' work was sent here. There might be signs of that, or where the missing anchorite got off to.
Oh, man. Well, I guess they got... Oh! I guess they got into a fight arguing. About, you know, whatever the hell you were arguing about.
We should keep looking. There may be more to learn here. I've had a chance to look around. You seem like you've done a thorough sweep. We should discuss what we've uncovered. Poor thing. Blunt force trauma to the occipital lobe, I believe. Possible signs of an altercation. Might have been an accident. Might not have been. Hard to say with just a superficial glance. At the very least, her cloistermate Anchoress Brunn has some explaining to do. A disputation of current order methodology focuses mainly on our presiding bishop, but saves ample room for the Laureate Council and previous regime as well. I believe I got the gist by efficiently skimming. The general concern is that the order has lost its way. My old department is repeatedly mentioned in a favorable light. Anais' work is regarded highly. I saw that. I believe it was Anchoress Chow's diary. Spoke about regular visits by an exemplar Southworth, who requested access to Anais' work. Chow seemed worried they were conspiring about something. That they'd mentioned an old order research station. That old research facility seems the most likely spot to look next. I know the coordinates on Eden, placed by the name of Point Obviation. I don't know what happened to Anchoress Chow, but leaving a body behind is suspicious, and the disputation reads like a call to arms for any fringe thinkers in the Order. There's no destroying the copies at this point, I'm afraid. We're past that. The research is out there. We need a way to keep anyone from taking it up further in the future. If we go in guns blazing from here, it will only continue. We need a plan to annihilate the idea. I've seen it happen. Things can take on a life of their own at a certain point. The more overt the response, the more unexpected the outcomes. We developed tactics at the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection to minimize unforeseeable consequences. We can discuss once we see the situation on the ground. Yes, time to seek out Anchoress Brunn.
Okay, I guess we're done here. Oh, they just have a bathroom, a toilet. But yeah, anyway, I'll probably start watching in the NBA again once LeBron finally retires. I mean, it's just he's embarrassing the league right now. Embarrassing them. Sealed. I don't remember the way out. Hey, there's something up there. I never noticed that before. What the? I can't go in there. Weird. Oh, I can't go there. That's that guy's office. How do I get out of here? I'm assuming it's going to be to the left side to get out of here. Yes, it is. Yeah, I'll probably start watching it again. You know, once he's finally out. But you know, I don't have the stats to prove it, but as far as I remember, every single team that he ever been to and left that team has suffered after he left. Cleveland, the first time he left, they suffered without him. They started to rebuild, right? They started to get some people. They drafted Kyrie. That was when he was with Miami, I believe. But after he left Miami, look at what happened to Miami. You know, every single team that he's been to, he leaves devastation. Every single one of them. So, Quest. Let's see where he needs to go. You need to go here, buddy. Nope. Not here. Okay. I guess I'll do Tristan quest later. But it's just kind of hard to believe that they're protecting the one guy that's ruining the whole organization. It's just like, I hope he's worth it. You know, you don't want to ask me if he's worth it. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay, I'll tell you this straight up. I lost faith in LeBron when he went against the San Antonio Spurs. That I can't remember if it was the finals or the playoffs. It's been a long time ago, man. I can't remember what year that was. Anyway, they went up against the Spurs, right? And guess what the Spurs did to him?
Any and all manner of perambulation.
They just gave him wide open twos, right? He's coming into the league as the chosen one. People was comparing him to Michael Jordan. So they're like, okay, you're Michael, right? We're going to leave you wide open twos. And he threw up bricks. I can't remember what the numbers was. It was like almost 40 shots, and he made less than 10% of that out of 40 shots. And you compare him to Michael. Okay.
Don't know who you all are, but unexpected guests are categorically unwelcome here. How'd you even find this place? Maybe I should just shoot you and glean details from your logs.
Maybe I should shoot
if
you.
I may. Surely you recognize such a notable member of our cohort, Marisol Delgado. The end point?
I can't recall if I ended whoever came up with that name. Surely hope so.
You were head causality intercessor of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection, right up till the end, correct?
More or less.
Well, what a fortuitous alignment of low probability events this is. Our efforts here are based on your former department. You should confer with Ancris Brunn straight away.
You know, during that playoff, I have to say that, you know, winning it the first time you get there is hard.
We actually
So,
sought to find you.
I
and
give him
others
credit
of your
for being
program, Intercessor
to make it
Delgado.
there.
A
But
serendipitous event.
under pressure,
you arriving. Assuming you'll vouchsafe
he's
for your
always a
colleagues,
pass
we may
first,
all proceed. You'll
shoot
find
second
Wilhelmina
kind
up
of
the
guy.
Lift, 4th floor.
Welcome to Point Obviation.
And you do not say that about Michael. Michael is a killer, just like Kobe was. Which makes sense because
Brunn is continuing Anais research.
Michael Jordan
I'm sure of it. Best play
taught him a lot.
until we can ascertain the best course of action.
There's greater security.
You know, he
this, then most order strong.
Time's running out, right?
Best be wary.
Overtime, whatever. You got 4 seconds left. Who would you give the ball to? Michael Jordan or LeBron James? That's the question. Who would you give the ball to? First of all, if LeBron and Jordan was on the same team, then they probably wouldn't need to be at that spot. But what I'm saying is, I would give it to Jordan. No questions asked. Every single time. Who am I supposed to talk to? The anchorite. I don't see the anchorite.
I'm a longtime vocal exponent of your work, Intercept.
But yeah, I mean, just because months ago, or whenever that clip went viral, I clicked on it once, and daily they've been feeding me videos like that. I'm like, wow, people just make content out of everything these days, and I'm like, you know, for me, there is no debate between them, man. Even though I stopped watching LeBron, what I saw when he played, and I'm like, nope, he doesn't have that killer instinct like Kobe, like Michael. He doesn't play the game like he loves the game and wants to win. And when I saw that clip of him saying, it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball, you know? And that conversation about rings, why should rings matter? What do you mean, why should rings matter? Why would you play 82 games? Okay, LeBron doesn't play 82 games, from what I hear. He probably did it once, I think. But just imagine, why would you play 82 games to get to the finals, get through all the way to the finals, and it's just a ring. I don't want it. You can have it. Why? Why would you say something like that?
Oh, yes, I remember you. We met earlier at the site of my former seclusion. I've heard much of your exploits since. If I recall correctly, you helped me prove my argument that pacifism always presents the best options. I admit I have modified that opinion slightly since then. I understand you allowed Seer Wily to go free, yes? Once was a time I would have made that exact same decision. And as for you, I've been informed that you're Marisol Delgado. I've read your file. An impressive body of work, though often quite mortiferously inclined.
Less so over time. There were too many pesky repercussions, I came to find.
Yes, well, to what do we owe the pleasure? Are you familiar with our goals? Come to join up, perhaps, or should I say re-enlist? Surely you're aware of the myriad errors of our current presiding bishop and previous regime. One of whom shut down the division that operated here, the other squandered it. Our sect aims to end human suffering, sooner than later. We've taken great inspiration from your former department, from their methods and their science. To solve the universal equation in our lifetime requires bold action, clever calculation, and assiduous work.
You are an insane cultist, man.
Yes, we have Grace, that is Exemplar Southworth, to thank for that. Her visits to the Anchorhold were quite thought-provoking, as was the research she showed me from Sia Bujold. Bujold's thinking was unconventional, ahead of her time. Why, in fact, she's here with us now today, overseeing an experiment that proves her researcher's theories.
Really? Seer Bujold is here, at present, in this facility? The one we're presently standing in?
Yes, we're so very pleased to have her. If you thought her work before was captivating, wait until you hear the experiment she's overseeing now. The intent is to represent the building blocks of the universe within a test chamber, then extrapolate data revealing the universal equation from the micro-universe that forms.
Sounds like it could change everything, one might say.
Why, you should go see for yourself. As former colleagues, I'm sure you'd like to reacquaint. Go on. I'll call down to let her know you're coming. Wonderful. So good of you to join us. We'll speak further after you check over Sia Bourgeault's work and the experiment concludes. Oh, so exciting.
So, am I going down? I gotta go down? I guess so. Oh, okay. Different floor. But yeah.
How much longer do you predict preparations will take?
Almost ready. Perfect timing for my former colleague to peer review my work. I'll press them to verify my settings.
Are you here?
Lord Intercessor Delgado, what an opportune time for you to appear. At the perfect moment to assist our experiment.
What in the endless void are you?
Shh. Comms off, but others are near. I need your aid before this ridiculous affair careens into disaster. Can I rely on you this time? Or will you already intend on scurrying away again? I came to derail this line of inquiry in such a discommodious way that no one would ever consider trying it again. For all the aforementioned reasons of it likely causing, or at least queuing up and leading to, the end of all things. You chose to leave me behind, again. So when they came calling, I thought it an opportunity to sort it all myself. Yet, admittedly, at this moment, I could use your assistance.
This shouldn't be your burden. It's on me.
You don't get to decide that, or adjudicate, or coolly comment in a steely growl. Not falling for that a 10th time. Help, or stay out of my way.
Oh, damn.
The test involves 4 stations. Each represents one of the fundamental building blocks of the universe. Zeranium gas, macro-evs, nucleons, N-rays. All the usual stuff. That test chamber is where all are meant to mix. To simulate a mini-universe I can apply my theories to, pull data from, and deduce the universal equation in a reduced time frame. We know what happens if that's successful, so I need you to muck with each station's settings, then initiate the experiment. All you need to do is adjust each station's settings slightly. Things will cascade from there. Remember, subtlety is required.
Yes, if we alter the experiment input data in a less than delicate fashion, Brunn will notice, I assure you.
The guards on the 2nd floor won't appreciate visitors, so avoid getting spotted. Here's a maintenance key. Head down the vent.
Avoid getting spotted. I don't have stealth. I have bad knees. Another day, another bed.
Only the fate of the galaxy riding on it, so perhaps try to be careful.
Yeah. Right now, I can't even imagine how ugly the state of the NBA is right now with LeBron playing. It's just, too long is too long.
That sounds dangerously unstable. Oh well.
There's a reason why the Hall of Famers play as long as they did. Because they gave everything they had, night in, night out, playing to win. How am I supposed to avoid this?
Hard to get in a good sleep cycle. These
that's the difference between
everyone's natural logarithms.
You can call it different errors or whatever. This error want to preserve your body. That's fine. Try to make as much money as you want. But don't claim yourself to be the greatest player of all time if you're doing that. The greatest players play with ambition, the drive to win every single time they hit that floor. Not, you know, okay, I'm not gonna play. I want to be healthy. I'm gonna sit out this game. No. You guys want to play? Okay, settings is 300 PM. Whatever the PM is. How am I supposed to do this unnoticed? Ah. Is that enough? What the? There we go. Where's the guy? Looks like I didn't do something in that room back there.
No? Oh, just me then, I see.
Nope.
I trust that is the sound of science going exceptionally well.
Path to ascendancy is non-linear, so it says in the good textbook.
Oh, he's not looking. Okay, I didn't do something in this room. That's not enough? I don't know if I'm doing anything right here. Okay. I gotta wait for him to walk by. Come on, man. Oh my God. There he goes.
Indelibly eradicate algorithmic dissonance. It's Fibonacci, a sequence largely summoned to preceding numbers gives us math that brings us wonders. Define recurrence relation, get us to sequence summation. It's Fibonacci from Liber Abaci.
If you're done, evaluating my work and all...
Big picture. Risk.
Did it work? Did it work? See, was it a success? What happened?
Hold the applause just yet. I need to run the numbers. I'm sending the others back up to you. They can describe the proceedings in detail.
I shall await their arrival. Anchor's Brun out. That is how these messages end, yes? If not, farewell.
The results of the experiment will be a career-ending embarrassment for Anchoress Brun. But she won't accept this lightly. We'll need to do more.
Yes, our next steps here will be crucial. I know this type of mission well. Granted, my targets were always meticulously well-researched beforehand.
You'll need to convince her, destroy her logic, end this research for good. All it requires is a forceful array of incisive argumentation, logical reasoning, coercive persuasion, and cognitive contortioning.
You mean one of our old brain-off maneuvers? Really? That's what the rank and file in our old department used to call it. Provost Bolding considered it a casual moniker unbefitting of an order scientician.
Make Brun give up on science, logic, and reason entirely. Then no one will ever dare continue the research again. Between you and Marisol, it should be a light challenge. Easy.
A brain-off against an Order anchorite isn't entirely without risk. We could employ certain other methods to deal with her. From our former department's playbook.
Oh, yes, a book you wrote titled Making an Execution Look Like an Accident. Despite the moral quandary ideally involved, unseen consequences still abound.
That's hyperbolic at best. Data suggests significantly fewer unpredicted outcomes than outright murder, if properly executed. And I'm quite capable of skewing results in our favor.
And here I thought you'd begun to change.
I'm not arguing it's the best option, just that it is an option. Rightly or wrongly, I am familiar with the cost involved.
The Order of the Ascendant should be dedicated to uplifting humanity, not racking up a body count unduly. Our former department was shut down for things like this.
Dishonorable skullduggery better befits Auntie's choice than the Order. If we must end this experiment, killing is the most respectable option.
Thank you for listening. That's a relief.
Honestly, I'm relieved as well. I have been trying to be different. From the person others believe me to be.
From the legend? If you're retiring as the endpoint, we'll need to find you a colorful new sobriquet. But in the event you should fail, you'll need a viable backup plan, or it will erase any chance of success completely. The Anchoress is housed in a test chamber similar to this one. It's been refurbished with some rather tacky furniture, but much of the old experimental apparatus remains. There is a hatch near the elevator upstairs. An external ledge leads to a vent system that can connect the two chambers. Doing so will expose the Anchoress to a lethal atmosphere. I'll need to make an announcement afterward that an accident has occurred tied into the experiment.
For an extemporaneous plan, it's not a bad one. What if the Anchoress realizes what we're doing and calls for help?
I'll cut off her comms when she begins pleading. Oh, that sounds even more heartless when I say it out loud. Please choose wisely.
Typical argumentation may prove useless, and she'll likely see through most attempts at deception. Be clever, unpredictable, surprise her. Here's the hatch key in case you need it. May all your endeavors elicit expected results. And Marisol, do keep out of trouble.
Why do I need a hatch key? And where the hell am I going again? Guess we're going back to her. I'm assuming I did that part right, so I'm gonna save it again. Okay. But yeah, I haven't touched an NBA 2K game in years. I got sick of them. Of just coming out with the same game with just a little makeup on.
There you are. You saw the experiment through to the end, yes? The data hasn't arrived yet, so please do tell. Was it as beautiful as I imagined? Any inklings to the result? Or perhaps I oughtn't to have recloistered myself till after the experiment concluded, Well, don't just stand there. Tell me everything.
Let's just kill her.
Some issues? You seem like softening the blow. Was there a malfunction? Was there some error in the calculations? Wait. Let's start from the beginning. Step me through your understanding of what's gone awry. Not sure what gave you that impression, but I guarantee they are a hand-picked group of top-order scientists, all fiercely committed. No shirkers or malingerers among them. What else concerns you? Everyone knows probabilistic variance doesn't occur. That's established bedrock. Not that I spend much time in the lab myself. And, well, with science, one is never truly certain. This was just a start. Such models typically make an enormous amount of errors at first. All quite expected. An anticipated setback, nothing more. It simply needs to be revised and refined. You certainly seem to be making a lot out of this, though, one must say.
Science and brilliant.
Well, methodologically speaking, I don't see how that could... Oh. That may be true, actually. Look, there may be some validity to some of your points, yes. But we'll improve. We will continue to stride forward. There's absolutely no need for all this doom and gloom. Why, I'm shocked. I'm certainly glad Seer Bujold isn't present to hear such a needlessly provocative and deplorable accusation. There is no call for that sort of meanness in the scientific field, and I can personally attest that it is categorically untrue. Now, is that all? Because I think I've had enough of all this. Everything we've done here is built off Seer Bujold's research, which is quite brilliant.
Nice speech.
It sounds like you have some expertise in the field and have scrutinized her work quite thoroughly. Mayhap I ought to give it another look. Ah, the experiment data just arrived in my terminal. Allow me to eyeball it a moment. Perhaps there's something here to help prove or disprove any of what you've been saying. There was some variance to the input data. Not far beyond acceptable parameters, but curious. Could explain the failure. Oh, come. One bad test wouldn't mean the science is completely flawed. This has been a difficult conversation. Challenging, disputatious, at times compelling. Yet I remain unswayed.
If I may, I have a point I'd like to add.
By all means.
There's a critical flaw in Sir Bujold's approach I think best illustrated by this English phrase. Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana. I much appreciate this jest. Very simple, yet clever. Because in English, the word like can mean similar to or I prefer. And flies can be to soar, or plural of the insect. Through this perspective, it functions, makes sense, is humorous even. But in another language where words' meanings differ slightly, it does not. The framework we interpret the statement from changes, thus rendering it uninterpretable. False. Bujold's method of shortcutting the universal equation is much the same.
It lacks context. When you extrapolate the data from the mini-universe to the larger one, the information itself may scale correctly, but fail to interrelate. This little colloquy has proven rather arduous, and your points fail.
She's using some big words, boy.
Wait. Considered as a whole... Damn it. No, I see it now. You are correct. We have obstinately and misguidedly blundered along here. The flaws in Bujold's research now seem apparent. Time for me to admit my errors. I'll need to inform everyone. Shut down research and operations. What will I do now? There's no place for me. Go. Leave me be.
Our work here is done, it seems.
Man, you just made that woman.
Fellow scholars of the Order, this is Ankaris Brun, with an unfortunate announcement. Our experiment today was a failure. Our line of inquiry has proven intrinsically flawed. I became dazzled by bold, captivating ideas and ignored bad science. I am hereby canceling all related research, shuttering the program, and resigning from the Order. If I have any final advice to impart to all of you, it is this: never follow your hearts.
Oh my God. She is so melodramatic. Kind of like LeBron. Anyway, you know, I'm going to take a stab at it because, I mean, you can't say somebody is the greatest of all time. They only have one scoring title, you know? Sure, he lasted long, but he doesn't play the game like he wants to win it.
I understand now why they say never meet your heroes, Intercessor Delgado. You've truly been an enormous disappointment. A key experiment fails and Ankaris Brun abandons vital research right after you and your consort arrive. And we are all to believe these events were unrelated?
That's circumstantial and more than a mite bit paranoid. I expect better from an Order scientician. Even one from the Department of Applied Scientism.
Don't think I don't see your handprints all over this, Delgado.
Speech attack. Try
According to my field calculations, we are well past the point where we need to be delicate here. In fact, I strongly suggest we wipe the floor with these ill-notioned traitors, starting with this one, the arrogant know-nothing who led Ankaris Brun astray.
This slapdash pretense is over. I knew it!
I shall reduce them to
Oh!
Mitigating the threat. Purification and slaughter. Target analyzed.
Go get him, Tristan.
Stun weapon ready, Commander. Transmitter down over here.
Down. just looting, man. I don't care if you're shooting at me. I still have shield. I have plenty of shield. Stealing. Scientists got caught in the crossfire.
Energy transmitter active. Hostile. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Get him.
Locking them down. Getting them.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Oh, okay. How about this? You like that?
Standing by to stupefy.
You like that?
Energy transmitter deployed for battlefield discharges. Taking the fight out of them. Locking them down. Back and stand. Your senses have found you.
She should not have come to me with an attitude, you know? Don't do that. I clearly have the firepower advantage. Is she gonna complain that I killed him?
Oh, look who it is. The legendary former head intercessor of the Order. Another mission successfully completed. Made it through all that without a scratch, hmm? Glad to see. Here's a future I'd always hoped for. You listened. Didn't just rush in like, I am Marisol Delgado. I am always right, even when I'm wrong.
The credit or blame belongs to the commander here. It was their decision, ultimately.
You forget I know you. You always thought you knew better. No one could ever convince you of anything. Before, that is. Good to see. Maybe you are facing yourself.
There are a few things I'm still not used to saying. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Please. And thank you. But thank you, Anais.
At any rate, I'm off. You all take care now. Marisol, don't be too enigmatic or anything. Try. Before I forget. Meant to give you this earlier.
Oh, thank you, Anais. Goodbye. Oh, Brunn obviously murdered her. Thought you knew that. Perhaps it was an accident. Perhaps she simply wanted to knock Chow unconscious so she could sneak away. Or not. Indefinite immurement isn't for everyone. Even the finest minds may crack under the strain. But her canned feigned concern about Chow, how she kept changing the subject, both belied an underlying sense of guilt to me. Oh, not really. Not yet, at any rate. Everything's a bit raw right now. But suppose I will be. Thank you, dear.
I hope that Bushold has not softened your instinct. We've many battles yet to fight.
No, I'm okay. You know, the NBA, when I watch, people get called for traveling all the time. But now, people don't get called for that. They take way too many steps.
Evaluate results after a mission of reasonable significance.
Way too many steps.
I've had some time to cogitate over what occurred at Point Obviation. Some parts don't sit right with me still. Wonder if you and I might talk it through.
So, what I'm saying is, how do you stop dribbling the ball and then you can drop step 4 times? How is the NBA allowing
yes.
that?
With the work I used to do, I'm no stranger to guilt and regret. Midway into my requisite sleep cycle is when it usually
This is
plays
exactly
me
why I
most.
stopped watching the
With
NBA.
Anchorage
It's just
Brun, I
like
know
they
what
don't
we did was
call
right.
for that
I know
anymore.
it saved lives.
They don't call for
But we tricked her.
offensive
Forced her
charge
to back
anymore.
line.
You know,
You heard her. She's not just dissuaded.
people, that's why you stop
And yet,
seeing people
such
taking
actions were par for the
charges
course
because
for me
the
in the
ref
past.
won't call for it.
When my remorse for Brun rears its
If you-
head, it will need to get in line.
If you were a player, why would you go up there to hurt yourself to try to take a charge where the call would go
Yes,
against
Southworth
you,
was
even though
complicit. And now she's dead.
you got charged? I wouldn't do it either.
Theoretically, well, one hopes. She seemed pleased that we listened to her concerns, so no, it's been, I'm pretty
So basically, they changed the rules to where, yeah, it's fast pace. People stop playing D. The score is getting ridiculous. We hit, beyond 100, 120, 130, 140 points in a game. Why is that fun watching the basketball with nothing but scoring and no defense? That is not fun basketball to me to watch. In a game, yeah, I like seeing that in a video game, but in a real competitive NBA game, no, I don't want to see that. Anyway, Marisol Pistol now extends the duration of the hostile effects on the target, also deals slightly more damage. Her pistol now charges her companion's ability when it deals damage. Also, it deals slightly more damage, so she charges companion. Let's go with that. I think there's more. Marisol gains shield whenever you spend gadget energy, also slightly increases. Yeah, so she gaining shields. This one charges her companion ability whenever she takes damage, also slight. Oh man. So more survivability there for her. Since I'm playing on very hard, you should really go with the shield battery. Right? So when I do shield, she gets shield. So this would be really good if I was playing melee. So I'm constantly using shield. This spell, I'm not constantly using shield, but I do try to use it as often as I can. But I mean, while she's taking damage, I can keep spamming her abilities. Let's try this for now. I'll change it later. Wow, her outfit changed. Okay. Oh, I forgot I got her too. Weapons now periodically fire a large beam that deals massive damage. Regular shot also have slightly increased damage overall. Weapon now fire a short burst of and damage in an AoE and is also significant. I think the massive damage is probably better, right? Than the AoE damage, because I'm doing the AoE damage. Let's see. Companion ability charges more quickly and slightly increase the effects of their armor. Continually regenerate health and slightly increase the effectiveness of their armor. So she would never die here if you give her that self-repair module. Give it that. Nows. Occasionally knock down targets and have increased damage. I think the knockdown would be good. But since I play with an ability where it fears them, they're going to be running around, you know, ricocheting. It's nice for extra damage. This is basically for his survivability. This one amplifies and now reflects a portion of the damage, increasing the evasion and standing near him. Now, let's do that. And go with the ricochet shot for him. Okay, now Tristan. After Tristan, I think everyone have max, right? I think Azar, yep. Okay, let's get this thing done. Well, I'm at this planet. I'm just at the wrong location. But yeah, until LeBron...
Let us make our way to Paradise Island at once.
You know, once he retires, I'll probably start watching again. Because right now, it's just like... I can't believe they would air him right now. They should be embarrassed to air him. It's just like some of the games that I do see when I go out to eat and they play it, you know, at the sports bar and stuff. Have I gotten this yet, Tristan? Oh, yep. Okay. Okay, let's see if these enemies respawn. It's been many, many hours. How long has it been? Is an autosave. 14 hours of playing. And these mechs, flying mechs, still have not respawned. And what the hell are they talking about? 3 in-game days when enemy respawn. They don't respawn. I think we have been lied to, misinformed. Wait, did I do this?
You just stopping by to admire the mines, or is there something I can help you with? See this system here? However, no sky mines means the enemy... Oh?
I guess I couldn't do that, or I forgot about doing this.
All right, so you got her working. Bully for you. You, here, managed to... And seeing how expertly...
You know, I'm really starting to feel hopeful about settling here in Fairfield.
Oh man, I'm starting to get hungry. Might be time to get lunch. But yeah, anytime I go to the sports bar, when the game is on, I see LeBron playing, he complains a lot about him getting fouls, particularly when he missed a shot or a layup. Wait, I didn't do this for him?
What did he... You there. I don't normally say... No Antes forces are permitted beyond the forward position upon pain of disemployment and possible litigation. By steadfastly holding the line, Calamity digs its claws in deeper. Thank you for notifying me of... Schultz obviously knew the risks and hoped he'd protect her through the minefield. I'll pardon your skepticism.
Yeah, it's a stuffed animal. There it is. Yeah, you can jump over most of them.
No, he went off to relieve himself, but I...
Protectorate are doing our job for us now, are they? Well, is that right? Then I'll be here. For your trouble. Livener like that comes in... Seems everyone's scoring big...
I guess I never did that. Well, one went off on me. Did I loot this mech down here for the decryption key? Can't see it from here. Yes, I did. Yeah. I guess if I would have just fast traveled there, I would have missed that one mission back there. I think I killed this guy while he was there. Yeah, I accidentally killed him because I think I threw a grenade. And I don't even want to go talk to his lover, you know? Did I open this? It looks like I opened it. Yep, opened it and killed him.
Stop right there, Arbiter Rao. Though I am here on official business, I would prefer to keep this cordial. The Consul seeks answers related to your recent activities. I approach you openly in the hopes that you will comply with his request and come with me peaceably.
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague, but I do not answer to Sentinels or the Consul.
Questions of intent. Now, what shall it be, Arbiter Rao? I sent the message that drew you here. Virgil shall not arrive to aid your decision-making.
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious. And here I was thinking I was already present.
Virgil, touting your flair for the dramatic, even now I see. But I fear our reunion must wait until we've dealt with this pawn of the Consul.
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better. I'm afraid you must come with me as well, Arbiter Montag.
A sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristan nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempts to force us shall be met with violent reprisal.
Oh yeah.
I'm so.
I already went. I did this with another.
Enough loyal subjects have died in this war.
And
I've no inkling of what you speak.
Very well, but
you don't look like a scientist.
So
what are you talking about?
This is
what? But you needn't take me at my word. My next assignment, I'm pleased to be of service.
I shall.
That was some impressively savvy improvisation before.
No.
I appreciate your caution, but I
worry.
Okay. I'd never got this. Holy crap, I have a lot of charges. Nope. That is definitely not the way out. Guess we're getting out of here, right? He needs to go here. Isn't that where we... I guess it's a different one.
I recall this place. These stations have been automated since my day, though this one has certainly accrued dust. Odd that it would be in a state of lockdown. I have a general override that should allow us entry, but anything specific to local systems, including security systems, may be beyond me. Places, security missions should not be operational. The station seems to be on reserve power. Beware, it should be a most ignoble place.
Oh! Oh, I could have just turned it off. I'm in combat.
To punish.
Target analyzed.
That was my stupidity for not looking around.
Well, no one is here, lying in ambush. Perhaps some stray systemic error activated the entryway defenses. We best first report to... A footprint in the dust? This station shouldn't have received visitors in years. Be on guard. Someone else may be here. My passcode shall not work on this terminal. Unlocking it may be a creative endeavor.
Well, I'm almost healed back up again. Okay.
None shall stand against us.
Adversary vulnerability.
We may now reactivate the station in the reactor.
Okay, let's go reactivate it. Poor little guy.
The reactor activation circuit shall likely be dysfunctional. It's a known issue with these old stations. But corroded transistors, dust in the actuator. Did a sprat gnaw on this? Sweet sovereign, what a mess. There. I think I have it. Let us hope my override does not trigger any security alerts.
You get it done? Nope, I have to do it.
Good. This should avail us of a much simpler search. Let us return to the central room once more and see if anything seems out of place. To battle! Be wary for anything that may be a clue as to the hidden room's location.
Right there. I mean, that was so obvious.
There. I'm certain of movement below.
Passcode is Limber. No. Let's try Amulet. No. Wingtip. No. Sovereign's Gavel. I should remember this. Damn it. Ambergris can't be it. That's too short for a facility like this. Wait. Oh, no.
Of the strategies of feigning innocence I have seen, this is certainly the most pathetic. I accuse you of trespassing upon the private domain of the Sovereign. For these crimes... Wait. I know you. Luther Okada? What in blazes are you doing here? And why do you wear a Sub Rosa uniform?
Because I work for Sub Rosa? More than that, I don't think I can say, Cadet Rao. Mostly because I'm not supposed to, but also because I can't remember.
Cadet?
I knew this man when I was still a cadet. Okada is, or was, a petty troublemaker, though a crafty one. As cadets, Virgil and I apprehended him often. Sometimes Virgil let him go, but he usually went to mental refreshment.
Often enough to know the technicians by name. Until I forgot them again.
This truly is no ploy. But mental refreshment is supposed to return wayward subjects to the proper path, not cause... whatever this is.
Obviously
Despite
not.
his faults, the Okada I knew was ultimately benign. But the fact remains that he now trespasses in a secure facility. Duty dictates that I must execute him. That's a wise path. One that shall give me time to contemplate what must be done.
An Arbiter used the word execute in the last few seconds, yet I remain alive? Didn't think that was possible. I was sent here to do a specific job, but some of the details are hazy. Gives me conniptions. I was hired by an anonymous third party. They provided me with the station's location and credentials to bypass its defenses. May have tripped a few on my way here. Can't recall. I was told the station was abandoned, which it clearly isn't, and to break into this terminal and delete the information on it. That is all I know. I don't even know the name of this station.
Ignorance does not excuse criminal action. Even if you did not know the severity of this infiltration, it remains a deadly serious infraction.
He and the other one must have put me away close to 12 times each. I used to be something of a ne'er-do-well.
Ne'er-do-well is a polite term. He was a repeat malefactor. I believe last time we met, he'd vandalized a
never heard of a
janitorial
ne'er-do-well
autowreck in an
before.
attempt to make it spew profanity.
I got 18 months of hard labor for that. Served me right.
You remember that?
That's interesting, but it must be false. Sub Rosa is a large organization. Whoever asked for Okada must have wanted him specifically. But why?
I didn't used to be like this. I can still sneak with the best of them. Not being able to remember doesn't make me any worse as an agent. It doesn't.
Any of my fellow arbiters would have killed you before this conversation began. But I can't decide whether to disdain or pity you. I don't know that I can. He is a trespasser. His slipping mind matters not.
He's here under false pretense. Doesn't intent matter to you?
I am familiar with the concept, but in the Protectorate, intent matters little. Manslaughter still results in death. Sedition can happen unconsciously, just as it may consciously.
That's a fair point. How can you care about justice if you see no difference between manslaughter and murder?
There is a difference. A murderer's family is imprisoned, whereas they are not in the case of incidental death. But I do suppose the perpetrator's punishment does not change. Though this is hardly the place for a discussion about Protectorate law, I do at least see your point. My duty dictates it. Killing Okada may not affect the one who hired him, but his trespass is an indelible fact. He should not be here. That doesn't mean anything. An Arbiter cannot trespass. And even if I could, I still act with the Protectorate's best interests in mind. Not out of some base self-interest. Were the situation different, perhaps I could look the other way. But Okada has clearly defected, and is thus not afforded such a luxury. It is fortunate you have gained my trust, or I would not bend to one who had not. Justice must serve a purpose. Okada may live, and I hope we shan't regret it. Be gone. You've been granted your final stay of execution. Should our paths ever cross again, you know what will occur.
I didn't think this would happen. Thank you, Cadet Rao. My apologies for all the strife I caused over the years. And you, without you, I would have been reduced to my composite parts. Here, take these.
He knows that he's not a cadet anymore. He remembers that, and he says that. He says execution, and he's not dead yet.
Agent to leave with his life in the heart of a Protectorate station. We may have to speak on this further. But let us see what we came here for first. The hint pertaining to the passcode on that terminal, I believe I know the answer. It is contained in a phrase the Supreme Arbiter drilled into our heads for many years.
Wait, let me try to guess it.
Our work at the refugee camp did not slake your investigative hunger? I doubt you'll be able to surmise it exactly, but come even close, and I shall be impressed. For myself, the Supreme Arbiter, and Virgil especially, if judgment is the Arbiter's gavel, what is the Arbiter's scalpel?
Well, brilliant.
Ah, you've got the spirit exactly, if not the word itself. Very nice. An Arbiter's gavel is judgment, and an Arbiter's scalpel is analysis. Try entering that. From that terminal, it sounds as if the Supreme Arbiter had some sort of business with the Consul. To what end, I wonder? The tone of her response seemed relaxed, but I do not believe she would have met with the Consul unless she had no other choice. And that feckless agent. I don't understand his aim or who he would be working for. Only the Consul. But the Protectorate does not ally itself with Sub Rosa. What could Sub Rosa want with one of our abandoned stations? How could they have known there was anything of note here? Seems this is a question worth continuing to pursue. Well, at least we found what we needed on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I only hope whatever awaits us at Central Control is less tumultuous. As for Okada, I'm not sure what to think. My decision to allow him to go free was at odds with all I have been taught. He was a traitor and should have died. Yet, I cannot help but feel strangely justified. But he was acting against the Protectorate, even if he didn't know it. How can I act as an arbiter of justice if I allow a traitor a reprieve? To me, there cannot be. That is, there isn't. That's not possible, and I cannot afford to think of it as such. Altogether, I think visiting this station was fruitful for my ultimate task. Hopefully, we'll grow ever closer to discovering the Supreme Arbiter's true killer. And, circumstances aside, I appreciate your accompanying me here, Commander. It means much. Now let us return to the Incognito and plan out our next steps.
Wait, there's more to do for him. I wanted to finish his stuff, you know, before I go get food, but I'm starving. So I came in here. The laser's there. Where is that vent? Up here, isn't it? Yep, there it is right there. I just did not look around because I could have, you know, gone through without getting hurt and activating the torch. Wait, he sees something over here. What'd you see? What? Where? Here? See, this is so confusing. He keeps on turning around. See, is it this way? Is it you? Where is it? Here? I'm standing at the spot, apparently. What do you want me to see? The vent up there? Pretty interesting. Anyway. I'm gonna go grab some grub. Looks like I need to talk to him. I'll save that for later. But yeah. Back on the NBA though. I kind of feel sorry for people that was really into NBA. I mean, I did watch some of the finals, particularly when the Golden State won twice. I slowly stopped watching them. I really watched them when they had no KD. That was really exciting basketball to watch. The Splash Brothers. But when KD joined them, I was like, man, that was... Well, let's just leave that out. Clearly, they didn't need him. You know? Draymond Green even yelled at KD saying, "We don't need you, bitch." I remember that. But that was when I slowly stopped watching. And then, of course, Kobe retires and ultimately passed away. That was kind of like the last straw for me, because from what I can see coming from that league, it is just not going to be the same anymore. Yeah. So I kind of feel sorry for the fans, particularly the people that actually pay for those tickets to go watch whatever the hell that is going on now. It's just, you know, people spend their hard-earned money, saving up to spend to go see the fans that don't play when they're healthy. I mean, I think that's why their ratings dropped, like, way down because of that crap. But anyway, you know, you get paid millions of dollars, max contract, and then you decide whenever you want to play? That's too much player power, man. Anyway, that's all I got for now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me rant about what's going on with the NBA. Just yeah, it's ugly. I'll be back later. Thanks for watching.